Welcome back, everyone, to Game On, where we use sports and athletics to talk about anything related to mental health. I recently got through the final episode of Hard Knocks that followed the Chicago Bears throughout their training camp. That's really it for them for now. In this episode, there's something that really stood out, and I really respect Ryan Poles, who is the general manager of the Bears. And towards the end of training camp, now they have to make their final 53-man roster, which means that there are players that they have to cut. So either they release them outright, maybe they get him back on their practice squad. Either way, he had to have these difficult conversations. Now, it was very interesting to watch him and coach Eberflus have these conversations with these players. And you could tell that they developed some really good relationships with some of these players. The thing that really stood out that Ryan Poles did was that even though he had to release them, he said, I've been in that position. I know what that's like. And he gave them some feedback. He tried to explain, well, this is the rationale, whether it's just like you weren't better than the next player or whether this is the style of defense that we're going for. So therefore, we're carrying more of this type of player than this type of player, lighter, heavier, whatever it was, strategically. But they gave feedback. How often have we been in a situation, let's say you applied for a job and you just never got an answer? Or a relationship ends and you have to move on, but there's no feedback given. And it makes it like 1,000 times harder. I've been in that situation. It's all just about communication. If we could just communicate, give some feedback, it's an uncomfortable conversation when you're sitting across from someone and you're giving them that feedback. But that feedback is so valuable. Not only does it give them some relief because they're not sitting and wondering, like, what did I do? What's wrong with me? It also prepares them for the next time they might know what to work on, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's just like you're in an argument with a friend of yours. If we don't give any sort of feedback and we just like magically think they should know what we're thinking or they should figure it out on their own, that's not helping you. It's not helping them. It's not helping anybody. So I really respect you, Mr. Poles, for taking that effort and being able to be somewhat vulnerable for you and for them to give them the feedback because that's helpful for everyone. So much tension and conflict can be dissipated if there's just some feedback. That doesn't mean it's pleasant to hear. I wasn't good enough in this area, but it will dissipate a lot of that tension. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something out of it. If you do, please take 10 seconds, like it, review it, share it, comment. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.